Good evening, you guys. How are you? My name is Marlene, and this is Marlene Grace Creations. Welcome to my Facebook page. Thank you guys for hopping on. And if you're watching me from YouTube, welcome to my page. Tonight, we're going to take these succulents and this pumpkin, and we're going to make it look like a real pumpkin from a greenhouse somewhere that has succulents growing on top of it. That is my goal. So I've got a lot of things on this desk that I'm going to use. Hey, Diane, how are you? Hey, Karen. Okay, you guys. Hey, Karen. All right. I have got a lot of paint still on this desk. Let me just move it out of my way just a second. I'm only going to need one kind of paint. Okay. We're going to take this pumpkin and I'm going to put succulents and moss and stuff all over the top. So I don't know if any of you have been to a greenhouse and saw these real pumpkins like this. Hey, Nancy. Like this. They're absolutely beautiful. They're kind of expensive. A pumpkin about this size. I mean, this is a decent sized pumpkin, but a pumpkin about this size, full of moss and succulents, is about $25 to $35. Just depends on where you get it. And I can't ever get them to live. Now, what you're supposed to do is reach under there and get the moss and all the succulents and go put them in the dirt, you know. And I did that, and they didn't live last year. So I thought, you know what? As much as I loved it, and I was so sad when it died, I'm just going to make a faux one. And so when fall is over, I'll just carefully put some saran wrap or something over all of it. And that's that. Let me put my turntable up here and hope I don't lose some of this stuff, because you know how stuff hides under my turntable. Let me get it all to the side over here so I don't lose my stuff. Y'all can just see so much better when I have stuff on this turntable. Okay, that is so much better. Right. Okay. Now you can see so much better. Is that better? Hey, y'all. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is take this stem out. Probably won't put it back. I have another one I might use. Might not use one at all. But this one... shut off again. Oh my goodness. Hey, McKay. Thanks for the stars. Okay, this one broke off down in there, and so this is flat. That's okay. It's usually easier to use it that way anyway. I'm just going to put this aside and put it in my little drawer over there that says pumpkin stems. And that way, when I want one and I need one and don't have it on the pumpkin I'm going to do, which, hold on one second, get the paper towel. The pumpkin I actually almost used tonight did not have a stem, so it'll probably go on there. Hey, Connie, how are you? All right, I'm going to paint this. To me, this is just too red looking, and it's okay. It's not awful, but this is Toasted Terracotta, and it's a little more orange. And then I'm going to do something to make the pumpkin look a little more realistic. So if somebody walks in my house and says, oh, that's pretty, they're going to think, hopefully, that it's a real pumpkin with real succulents. Died this afternoon. Oh, no. Oh, no, Sue. Bless your heart. Hey, Carla. Let me just get this on here. I wasn't going to paint this, but it's just so... it's so red, and it's okay depending on what I was going to do with it, but this only takes a minute, and because of the color, it'll only take one coat, I'm sure. We're going to get some brown in between those ribs and make this pumpkin look a little realer. This is still going to be a little dark, but it's orange. It's not reddish. There's a big string of some kind. Hey, Martha. I am feeling better some. I still don't feel great. And I ran upstairs just like 2 minutes before I went live and grabbed a handful of cough drops. So I think I have a summer cold. I just felt achy a few days. And if y'all can remember, the last night that I was live, I started sneezing and couldn't stop. And I do that once in a while anyway, but I coughed and my nose tried to run, and I thought, oh my goodness, I don't have allergies normally, and I never get sick very much. So anyway, who knows? Probably a summer cold. Properties of Lake Lower. Hey, Miss Exclusive Mountain Properties of Lake Lower. How are you? That's unusual coming in under that name, which is perfectly okay. That is my sweet friend Melissa. Hopefully when we get through with this is a little darker still, but hopefully when we get through with this one, it's going to look like a real pumpkin. Try this so I can sit it down. COVID is moving around again. If I'd been sick probably another day or so, I'd have went and got tested. But I think I'm okay. You don't have to, Melissa. You can be under either name you want to. That don't matter. Hey, Victoria. I just want to set this down without it sticking to the paper towel. I might have to touch it up just a little bit anyway. This is a really orange pumpkin. I might have to tone this thing down. This is called Toasted Terracotta. The terracotta that I love, it looks like I might have to grab it. I have one bottle left. Hobby Lobby doesn't have any. I'm hoping it's just this time of the year and everybody's discovered it because it is probably the truest terracotta in a bottle I've ever found without having to mix something up. But I've been in there 3 weeks in a row, and they still don't have it. You like this color? It's pretty orange, but that's okay. For what we're gonna do, it really doesn't matter what the color is. So, all right, let's get this dry. Hey, Darlene. It is kind of pretty. Now that it's drying, I like it even better. And probably the underneath is probably showing through that just a little, which is okay too. Have to get this good and dry. And then I'm going to put some brown in there in between these ribs. I love the shape of pumpkin. I don't know what your favorite pumpkin shape is. Do y'all like flat, squished down looking pumpkins? Do you like some that sit to the side? Do you like tall, skinny pumpkins? Do you like fat, round pumpkins? What's your favorite kind? Because everybody likes different kinds of pumpkins. I always go for the fat, chunky, fat side, kind of like that, but even bigger. And there's one I saw that somebody had in Hobby Lobby the other day, but I was checking out. The line was crazy, and thank you. I love it too. The line was crazy, and I wasn't about to get out of that line and get back in it. But it was a wooden pumpkin that looked about like this. The color was perfect. And it was kind of tilted to the side, and so like that, and then that part was flat, and she had another one with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, Crystal. I got it cut, and it's pretty short, but it's pretty easy, so thank you though. This is just about dry. And then I need to plug my hot tool in because I am definitely going to need that in a few minutes. For sure. Most of this is all the painting we're going to do tonight. Aren't y'all excited about that? I am. Okay, let me get some dark brown. And let me get... I'm just going to use the same... Where'd my little tray go? I'm just going to use the same little tray. Hey, Kelly Cat. How are you, Kelly? Good to see you, girl. Okay, I'm just going to go down all these ribs with this brown. And I'm not even getting it all on there. It might miss and skip. It's okay. And then I'm going to go back and wipe this. And what is left will cause this to look a little more realistic, I should say. Okay, let me get a baby wipe. How are you, girl? I saw your reel that you did the other day. It had a lot of your creations on it. So pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, I'm just going to take my baby wipe and go over this. And it's going to drag a little around, and that's kind of what I want it to do. Is it starting to look more like a real pumpkin? That is my goal. Let's see how it goes. And you don't want this all to dry, because if it dries, then you can't move it around at all. And as I'm going around, it is starting to dry. Baby wipe helps wipe it though, so. Okay, that looks good. See, there's just, it's too much right there. Just enough in these ribs. Okay. All right. I'm happy with that. So let's get rid of this paint. Keeps freezing up. I've been out and about. Oh my gosh, Sue, I'm so sorry. Are you on your phone or a different device? Sometimes that matters. I missed a rib. Did I really? Where did I miss one? I don't see where I missed one. Now, that's a little lighter right there. That might be what you're seeing. Let me just add a little bit. It won't hurt nothing. Let me just add. I wiped a lot of this off. Just add a little more right here, and that should take care of that. Hey, Lane, how are you? Last time I wiped, I probably wiped it off. Let me be careful and not. It's probably where I started wiping in the beginning. Okay, now I'm going to take the dark on this and get some back on it. I just added a little bit to my baby wipe. Phone's still here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of brown. Not much, just a little here and a little there on this baby wipe. just gives it a little bit of streaks, you know. Pumpkins have that. Most of them. They're all different. So, however you do your pumpkin, it's going to be right. It's going to be right. God made lots and lots and lots and lots of different kinds of pumpkins. So, however you do yours, it's going to be perfect. So, you don't have to worry about copying mine. Just do yours. Okay, just get a little brown on there. All right, I think we're good to go. Now we can do the fun stuff. I think you got it last time you wiped phone. Okay. And you guys float the hearts over here if you're having fun, and let Facebook know we're having a big old party over here. And don't forget, you guys, if you want to watch the tutorials later, you can find them here. Facebook doesn't keep them long. Thanks for the hearts. Facebook doesn't keep them long. Sometimes they disappear before we even know what happened, but they're downloaded on YouTube, just so you know. So, okay, I'm going to put some foam right in the middle of this pumpkin. Let me get my knife. And it doesn't need to be a great big piece. Move that over to the side too. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. Let me move this. You can see what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just kind of going in this way. I just need a little something for some of that. So it's going to go in kind of like that. If I need these other pieces, I can hot glue them on. It's okay. Kind of get rid of this towel too. And that'll fit down in there a little better. There we go. All right. Have y'all seen these in stores or in like anywhere that sells flowers, like Lowe's, Home Depot, your greenhouse, anywhere that sells flowers? But they're real, and they have real succulents on them. Well, this is kind of going to look like that, except these succulents are not real, and they're not going to die. Yay. So, and this moss goes down pretty far, so I want to get quite a bit of the moss on here without sticking my fingers in it. And see how that hangs down there? See, it's just hanging there? That's good. Leave that. And I've got a little bit of a bird nest here that I found somewhere. Got a little bit more moss stuck. It's all in everything here. Let me get some more moss. Looks like I'm going to have to grab a little more moss. I thought I brought more than that, but I guess I didn't. It's okay. A little bit more right there. I want it kind of coming down the pumpkin a little bit. Okay, had a bag of moss. What the world did it do with my bag of moss? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me grab it. Well, this is not the bag, but, you know, in a minute I'll just look and see it. It's still good moss. Okay. Get some more glue stick out. This stuff is so messy. I love it though. I love moss. Moss is pretty in a lot of stuff. Just get a bunch there. Hey, Shelly. You see how messy it is all down at the bottom? That's the way you want it, all messy down in there. Okay, let me put a little bit up here, just to kind of hide this. A little bit. This is all going to be covered on top. Now, I found this somewhere, and it's part of a vine. It's not really a bird nest, but I love this, and I thought it would be perfect to put that there. So, see, isn't that pretty? It's just real airy. So, I found it in the woods somewhere. Let me just attach it a little bit so it doesn't want to flip off there. I love natural stuff. Sprinkled 2 times. Girl, you're on the roll. Woo, I'm covered in Spanish moss. Looks like it snowed. Okay, I'm going to take these ferns. And I've got several of them. Do I have 3? Do I have 3? I thought I had 3. Okay, it's all right. I don't have to have 3. And some bar cutters. Your pumpkins are all beautiful, Emma. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to tuck this up under here and just have this big leaf coming down. Actually, that's too long, so I'm going to get rid of part of this. Different texture than the stuff from the craft store. No. Do they ever mark it down? Mash down. Does that, let's see. Does that moss mash down much? Is it a different? This comes from Hobby Lobby. I like, so far, I've seen some that when you go into it, it just crumbles up and you just have a bag full of this stuff, you know. But I get this at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and I like theirs. Okay, let me just stick. This looks like a good spot because there's not a ton of moss. Just stick it in there. Y'all, there's not a right or wrong way to do this. I know it is fun, isn't it, Emma? It is fun. Sometimes when you've got to be on a live, it's not always so fun. Almost always, though. And I've got some ideas. So, is there a pumpkin that y'all have been looking for that you might have in your head that you wished you knew how to do and you don't know how to do? Or you're hoping I would do because, you know, it's hard to get stumped. Do you know that dog went out right before I went live, and now she's going to act like she's not been out. Stacking pumpkins. Okay, now I did a wooden one, Jill, but not 3 pumpkins. I did last year. I can do stacking pumpkins. They are fun. All I'm doing is just kind of gluing. I just want this fern to look like it's natural. It's hanging down there. And I have a few leaves. Now, these leaves are not real, but I want to stick some fall leaves in there. And if you've got some leaves and they're not quite the right color, it's okay, paint them. Hey, Crystal, just get your paint, water it down, and paint them good. got one sunflower I want to stick in here somewhere. One sunflower leaf. I may use it and I may not, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it short in case I want to use it. They were so high. I know. Go to the Dollar Tree and buy you 3 pumpkins. Try to get them 3 sizes. Don't mean you're going to, but you can try. See, where'd my glow stick go? It never fails. That thing pops off. Okay, let me hold that down. Gracious. That's the reason I glue my sticks together. And they don't always stay. They have 3, and they're kind of a resin, and they're really pretty, but you're right. They are really expensive. Okay, here's a succulent. I'm going to cut this kind of catty corner to make it a point a little bit. Let's see if I can take this off. I don't know if I can or not. Well, I did. I wonder if it's going to fall apart. I think I want that one piece gone anyway. It's too much. It's too tall. Get a lot of hot glue in there. Because I took the stem off this. So we've got to get a lot of glue in there. Just hold it a minute. I'm not sure I'm liking these leaves. Those orange leaves. Okay, so far so good. Okay, here's a little bit of fern left. I want a little bit of fern in there. Just tuck it under. Stuff like that's just fillers. That's what we got going on so far. This one might be a little big. It's okay. I think we can make it work if we fill it in right. And then here's another one, except this one's flatter, so that's good. Okay, let's see. Did I tear it completely apart? Kinda did. Is that together? Let me stick this back together. Okay, that's enough right there. Let's see if I can get this cut. You love it. Thank you, Sue. I love these because they look natural. And when you put them on your table, they look so real. I just need to put that back in there. I pulled it out, and now it needs to glue a little bit. Thank you, Martha. Get this down. See if I can find a place for this. There we go. Glue that sunflower down a little bit more. Some at Hobby Lobby, some, you know, when I'm out and about and I see something really ugly, but it's got some succulents on it and it's dirt cheap, like at Goodwill or, you know, anywhere else, I buy it, rip the succulents off, stick them in a container, And then I have succulents. So I don't really know. I don't really know where I got all these. Some probably came from Hobby Lobby. Some probably came from Dollar Tree. I don't know. Here's a few acorns. See, I'm just sticking some acorns down in that styrofoam. Now, I got those on a bush at Hobby Lobby. Here's some more. These were $3.99 with 40% off. Okay. Here's some more acorns. And I like these together. Maybe. We'll see. Let me see where they need to be, though. I think over here where this other one is. Yeah, I like it right there. Okay, we have some greenery, we have succulents, we have acorns, some fern. I have a little bit of bittersweet. I can add just a little bit, and I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. We'll see. Let me stick that in there where those acorns are and give it a little color there. Well, these things are hateful. They don't want to cut. There we go. Oh, I broke that one. Just stick it in there. And the red ones, it just looks like little berries. It doesn't actually look like bittersweet. I have this tiny little bird nest. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Let's see if I've got a place I can incorporate it. Oh, it looks cute right there. I don't have any eggs though. I can paint some bittersweet and put in there. Hey, Jerry Dunn. Thanks, Ruth. Hey, Wanda. Slow down. You will finish too soon. There's not a whole lot left. This is just so easy, y'all. It really, really is. It's so easy. The only thing, I don't think I like these leaves on there. I'm going to take those off. I don't like them, and that's okay. I have some other leaves. I think it needs to be more green. So I have some brownish, and I have some gold. I have one green. Let's see what this green looks like. Do I have two? I'm going to put this green leaf over here close to the sunflower since it is a sunflower leaf. Make eggs with air dry clay. Yeah, I usually do. Well, how close? Yeah, I have some right there. That's a good idea. That's a really big leaf for that down there. I'm not liking that either, but I'm going to trim it off because I want part of it. It's not going to show up under there anyway. So now I'm going to put it back. See what I did, y'all? Because I just want to see the bottom of this leaf. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. Now it's perfect. See there, it was so big. Now it's perfect coming out of where the sunflower is. Okay. A couple more acorns. Let's put an acorn right here. And this is just a loose one. It does not nut even on a stem. Let's get that stuck there. Thank you, Jerry. I still think I need something right there. Here's a little bit of succulent left, and so is this. Now, I can makeshift a succulent. Let's see what I can do here. This is a piece. This would work. I'm going to use an acorn to stick. Let's see. What can I use to stick that in there? I will use an acorn. So here's one piece of succulent left. I'm going to stick an acorn right in there and stick it right here where I need a little bit of green, and another succulent beside this sunflower. And it's going to look just like a whole succulent there. Yeah, I'm going to make some eggs. Make eggs with air dry clay. Yes, that's what I'm going to do in just a second. See, I used that one little piece of greenery, succulent that I used off the end and put it there. You've never seen a succulent like that. You know why? Because I just made it up. So it's okay. It's pretty and it's green. Okay, let me get some air dry clay and put some little eggs in that nest. And they don't have to be little. Hey, Daddy. Now, the tall pumpkins with this on top are beautiful too. So it doesn't matter what, oh, this is terracotta. I need to get my white clay, because I don't want to have to paint them. There's no reason for it. Let me grab some white clay. And see, the stem is gone. I probably don't need the stem. And I don't know if it's going to need some kind of little bow. I'll see in just a minute. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Who told me to put this napkin in my clay the other day? You about miss me? Oh, I'm glad you didn't. Okay, where's my little... Was it Sue who told me to put... Where's my nest? Here we go. To put some... put a wet paper towel in with my... Okay, see, those eggs are going to be about that big. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue right on that wet clay and just stick it in that nest. And it's going to dry just like that. Let me get another one. I got to do 3. Carla or Emma, I don't know. Somebody did. Maybe it was Susan. Somebody told me that works. That works. I just took that out and forgot I even did that, and it is soft as it can be. That works. I bet it was Norma. Norma's hard to find the right size eggs. It is, and so I've made a lot of air dry clay eggs. If you can't find what you want, just make them. It's easy. Roll it up in a ball and then make it a little longer than a ball, and you're good to go. Now this is too much. It's bigger than those. So let me start over. It's just hard to get them the same. See, just make a ball. And it'll turn out to be, see, there we go. It's a perfect little egg. What I'm going to do is put, and try not to hot glue your finger when you do this too. I didn't, but I almost did. I saw it coming, but I didn't. Yeah. Okay, see the little eggs? See the 3 little eggs in there? And I'm going to paint them a pale, pale, pale egg blue, robin egg blue. And I'm just using the succulents that I had. If you're going to do this, then you just go and look for what you want exactly on yours. This is probably a little higher than I thought. I like it. It's okay. My favorite kind of succulents for this are this kind. But you need several different ones. You don't need 4 or 5 of the same. Let's see, I ordered some molds since I sold that messed up mobile home. Oh, you sold it. Yay. So you bought some more craft crap? Oh, gosh. It's going to come in the mail. Does their mail come while they're working? Can you retrieve the mail first? Paint the eggs cashew. I could. I want them to have just a little tad of blue though. And I have a color here I used. Did I put it back? I used the other day, and you can see what color it is, but it's more turquoise and it looks green to y'all. But I want it tinted that color, but not really that color. So, did I put it back? I did not put it back, but I do not see it. Hold on. It's here. It's got to be here. Couldn't go far. Brown. Okay. The name of it was, my goodness, I forgot the name of it. I'll think of it in a second. When I find it, I'll go, yep, that's it. Let's see. Is this it? Mermaid tail. No, it's not mermaid tail. Hold on, I know what I want, and I'm not going to be happy till I get it. So, okay. I don't know. I'm going to get, oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. This is called Thicket. I love this. See, it's green, it's blue, but it's not. It's got a little gray in there. So I'm going to take some, hey Heather Dawn, I'm going to take some cashew and put it in here and put a speck of that and just barely tint it. Aha. It's not going to come out. You love it. There we go. That's way too much, but you know. All right, I'm just going to put one tiny little drop. When I said drop, I meant drop. You think I was kidding? See that drop? That's what I want. I just want it, because it's going to dry darker, so I don't want to get it too much. This is called Thicket. This and Mermaid Tail are my two favorite turquoises, except this is a little deeper. It's got a little green and aqua. I love this color so much. Can you tell? I don't think you can. It's green, but it's not. It's teal. It's turquoise. See? It's called, and it's Deco Americana. It's called Thicket. Now, let me mix this up and get it on those eggs. And I'm going to need a different brush than this for these eggs. I need a pointed brush. Here's a pointed brush. See? Just a pointed one. I wish y'all were closer to me. A lot of my craft crap needs a new home. Oh, so you can mail it. Mail stuff. That just barely tinted the cashew. See, it's hard to even tell, but here's the cashew down here, and then this is the color. Might not be what I want when I get it on here and get it dry, and it's okay if I don't. It's just paint, and I can paint it again. And the reason I'm using a pointy brush is because I'm kind of going to the edges and stopping. I'll show you in just a minute. Just have to be careful because this clay is soft. Let me get a little more dab of that turquoise color. And I love speckles too, but I don't know if I can do all that for this. See, it looks white right now. We're going to dry it a little bit and see what we have. Hey, Pat. A moving truck. Are you talking about craft supplies or stuff you've made or what, Sue? If it's craft supplies, you need to go to the Craft D-Stash page and people will buy. Just post what you want to sell. People will buy it. Supplies. You can do that. You can. There's stuff. There's one called Craft Stash Supplies. Try to just find that one. He said, "Don't you bring any of that craft." Who was that? Oh, so I know. Okay, I don't think that's quite enough on there. Let me do another drop. Norma, are you the one that told me to put a wet paper towel in my clay? Well, I'm trying to figure out who that was. Just Jackie. Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Jackie. How are you, sweet girl? So good to see you. I pray for you every single day. Every single day. Doing with all your pumpkins. I'm going to have an auction that you're going to help me with. And the ones that don't sell are going to my booth. So, that's the plan. Okay, that's a little streaky blue and I like it. So, see, that's just barely got a little blue in there. I like that. Hey, Amy. I share you out, but I'm in share jail. Are you really? Bless your heart. It's okay. You just hang out. Oh, good. Norma, it was great. I opened that up, my white clay tonight. And I forgot I even did that. And I opened it up and I felt in there. I thought, what is that in my clay? And it was that wet paper towel, the damp paper towel. Oh, I know you do, Jackie. I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry. And so I put it in my, in there, and I pulled that out. I'm like, oh, I forgot I did this. And my clay was just as soft and buttery as it could be. Thank you so much for that tip. Okay, you guys. Let me think. Is there anything else we could do? Let me put a little. I don't want to put sprinkles on that because I'll sprinkle everything else. I'm not sure what else we could do. Do I have any more leaves? See, I had this stem off of a pumpkin in this straw. All of your pumpkins are unique and amazing. Thank you so much, Pat. And thank you for the sweet little note. I am feeling better tonight. Still don't feel 100%, maybe 80, but I'm not coughing my head off. And nothing aches right now, so I'm good. You get out of the slammer in 6 days. Bless your heart. Hey, Linda Ward. See, I could put this back. You could barely see it, but I just don't know if I want to do that or not. This did not come off of this pumpkin. This would add a stem. So all I'd have to do is, what do you think? Does it need that or not? I think it just needs the succulents just to make it look real. I think that's all it needs. Now, we might could just put this stem back, but no bow. Yeah, I agree. Looks good like it is. I think so, too. I think so, too. I kind of wish I had a couple more succulents right here instead of the sunflower. I do not have any more. I like the sunflower, though. It depends on where you want to put it. You know, it depends on where you lay it. No stem, yeah. I like it like this because it looks real. And it doesn't matter where you put it on a table. There you get a succulent and a bird nest. Here you get some acorns. Here you get a sunflower. Here you get all succulents. And it has this sweet little vine wrapped around in there, which kind of mimics a bird nest, but it's not really. And then some fern. So there you go. Now look, 50 minutes. Thanks, Margaret. Just like it is. I agree. Just like it is. So I can't think of anything else that I would do to it except maybe, you know, let me grab a little bit of lamb's ear. I think it needs a little bit of lamb's ear in there. Hey, Jill. Hold on, y'all. Don't go anywhere. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Whoa, it hit the floor. It hit the floor. And guess what? It's all in one piece. It hit the floor and it's great. You're cheating me out of 10 minutes. You need an hour, Carla. I love lamb's ear, Betty. Oh, I love lamb's ear in anything. So I thought, you know, it's got to have some lamb's ear in here somewhere. So I'm going to add some. I love it. Oh, good. I know, it's fine. I didn't expect it to be hurt. It's, this thing is put together, glued together. Let's see, where do I want this lamb's ear? Maybe right there. Yep, I like it there. And this is not very expensive. It's easy to mail. It's easy to ship. It's light. You know, it's light as a feather. So I'm trying, for auction's sake, y'all, and shipping and all that, to try and find things that's light and easy to ship and doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Some things get kind of big, and it's okay if that's what you're looking for. But, and I may not sell anything, and that's okay. I will take it to my booth. If not, it's all right. Pray for me to go to doctors for follow-up. Okay. Hey, Caroline. Oh, I just got hot glue right there on my thumb. Yikes. Let me get a little piece right in here. Okay, like it there. Are my glue sticks melting that quick, or are they flipping out of here? I don't know. Something right by the eggs. Right. Let's see what can go underneath kind of the eggs. Let me cut this off. Get that other middle. And this is another thing, y'all. When you get ready to buy like lamb's ear or a bunch of little sunflowers or something, wait till Hobby Lobby has their garland on sale and go in there and buy the garland and then use it and cut it up. I have been using this lamb's ear on stuff for, I can't even tell you how long. And I just bought a garland of lamb's ear and just cut it up. And I've been using lamb's ear for the longest time. And I've used it a lot. I love it. I use it on a lot of things. I think I'm not sticking my finger down in there. There we go. Okay, that filled in somewhat now. It's pretty even now. That is flat because it's a sunflower, but, you know, that's the way it is. And if you sit on your table like that, then you get the sunflower look. Okay, there's some lamb's ear, and there's some lamb's ear. So that helped fill that in. So, there you go. All this lamb's ear is coming right out. Hold on. I wonder why it looked like it was about hanging in midair over here. Thank you, Betty. Somebody gave me, I was telling everybody in the beginning, somebody gave me one of these last year, a real one, or maybe year before, a real one. And I loved it. It came from Ford's, if any of y'all are local here in Ford's. So, there you go. And you can use any size pumpkin. You can use any color pumpkin. It can be tall. It can be white. It can be sage green. It can be whatever you want. And so they really have these that are real. And so they have like a bunch of Spanish moss, and it's almost like a blanket of Spanish moss, and it's just hanging all over it. And then they have all these succulents in there, and they're live, they're real. And so when the pumpkin starts, and the pumpkin is real too, and when, you know, you get tired of it, or your pumpkin starts to die, or, you know, whatever, then you just lift under here, and you pick all this moss up, and you take the whole thing off of your pumpkin, and then you put it in a bed of wet dirt, like a pot, in the top of a pot. It's supposed to live. Well, mine did, but it's not surprising. So anyway, I thought, well, as much as I loved it, let's make a fake one. And I did last year. It's in my stuff. I just hadn't pulled it out this year. So there you go, y'all. There you go. It looks like real succulents. Hey, Jerry. How are you? All right, you guys. That is it. I'm done for the night. 1 hour. Carla, you got your hour. All right, you guys. Did anybody notice? Oh, you can't tell. He's over here. Did anybody notice this big scarecrow back here? I got this a couple of days ago at Hobby Lobby, and I want to go back and get another one. I have great plans for him. I'm going to put real blue jeans on his overalls, real flannel on his shirt, real burlap on his hat, a sunflower on his hat, and on and on. So I'm going to redo him and put real clothes and stuff on him. So you saw it? You saw him peeking out over there? He's cute. All right, you guys. Good night. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night's sleep. Have a great day tomorrow.